We've all been there, right? Someone at work keeps stealing your yogurt. Your neighbor keeps dinging your car door. It's enough to make you want to scream, or maybe, just maybe, plot a little silent revenge. Because revenge doesn't always have to be loud. Sometimes the best payback is a slow, satisfying burn. So today we're diving into the wonderful world of petty payback with 3 stories that prove sometimes silence speaks volumes. This first story comes to us from the lunchroom where a man named Mark was tired of his sandwiches going missing. Now, Mark could have left a passive-aggressive note, maybe even a sternly worded haiku. But no, Mark was a man of action, a culinary vigilante. He went out and bought the hottest peppers known to mankind, ghost peppers, those little red devils that could scorch taste buds for weeks. He made himself a sandwich, a very special sandwich, with enough ghost pepper to clear a 5-block radius. And he waited. It didn't take long. The thieves struck again, snatching up Mark's lunch with their usual careless abandon. We can only imagine the look on their face after the first bite, the sudden realization that they'd bitten off more than they could chew, literally. Let's just say, Mark never lost a lunch again. He also became the office legend, whispered about in hushed, fearful tones. Our next tale of sweet, sweet vengeance takes place in the frosted-over battleground that is the apartment complex parking lot. Imagine, if you will, a world of assigned parking spaces, a world where order reigns supreme, until one rogue neighbor decides rules are for suckers. Our hero, let's call her Snow White, had endured this parking injustice for far too long. So, when a blizzard of epic proportions hit, Snow White saw an opportunity. She bundled up, grabbed her snow shovel and went to work, but not on her own car. Oh no, she shoveled out the offender's car, creating a pristine island of asphalt in a sea of snow. Then, she carefully sculpted all that snow, piling it up around the car, encasing it in a frosty fortress of her own making. By morning, the parking spot thief was met with the fruits of their own inconsiderate labor, or rather, the lack thereof. They had a parking space, sure, but it was about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. The lesson here? Don't mess with Snow White, especially when she's got a shovel in her hand. Chapter 3. The Wi-Fi Whisperer. This last story is a personal favorite because it involves technology and a special kind of passive-aggressive genius. Our protagonist, let's call him Bill, had a neighbor who was a bit of a Wi-Fi parasite. You know the type, always leeching off someone else's internet, never offering to chip in for the bill. Bill had tried everything, politely asking, leaving strongly worded notes written in Comic Sans, the ultimate sign of digital aggression, even playing Barry Manilow at all hours. Nothing worked. So, Bill decided to get technical. He didn't cut off the Wi-Fi entirely, oh no, that would be too obvious. Instead, he renamed his network to something pointed. Something like, "Pay your bills, Brad," or "Moocher life is over." And then, the real stroke of genius? He throttled the internet speed. Imagine Brad settling in for a night of streaming his favorite show, only to be met with the spinning wheel of doom. Every time he tried to load a video, every time he tried to click a link, agonizing, soul-crushing buffering. It was a special kind of torture, and Bill, he was the conductor of this symphony of slow internet suffering. Outrope. So there you have it, folks. 3 tales of revenge that prove you don't need explosions or grand gestures to get your point across. Sometimes, a little creativity and a dash of passive aggression are all you need. Remember, revenge is best served cold, or with a hint of Wi-Fi buffering. Until next time, stay petty, my friends.